Since the dawn of civilization, humanity has pondered one of life's most profound questions: does God truly exist? Across centuries, countless philosophers have sought answers through reason, observation, and logic. In this video, we'll examine the top 5 philosophical arguments against the existence of God. First, the problem of evil. If God is all-powerful, all-knowing, and perfectly good, why does so much suffering exist in the world? Philosophers like Epicurus and David Hume argued that the existence of evil is incompatible with an all-loving deity. If God can prevent evil but doesn't, then he might not be benevolent. And if he wants to but cannot, then he might not be omnipotent. This tension challenges traditional beliefs about divine perfection. Second, the argument from incoherence. Some philosophers claim that the very concept of God is logically inconsistent. For example, how can God be timeless yet act in time? Or how can he be everywhere and yet have personal experiences? These contradictions, they argue, suggest that the idea of an infinite, perfect being may not be coherent in human logic. Third, the argument from non-belief. If an all-loving God wants a relationship with humanity, why are there so many non-believers? Why doesn't God make his existence undeniably clear to everyone? The philosopher J.L. Schellenberg suggested that divine hiddenness is evidence against a perfectly loving deity. Fourth, the argument from science and naturalism. Modern science explains the origins of the universe, life, and consciousness without invoking a divine being. Thinkers like Richard Dawkins and Bertrand Russell argue that as our understanding of nature expands, the need for a supernatural explanation diminishes. And finally, the argument from contradictory revelations. Across the world, religions describe God in vastly different ways, each claiming to hold the ultimate truth. This diversity raises a question: if one true God exists, why do we find so many conflicting accounts of him? These arguments don't necessarily prove that God does not exist, but they challenge us to think more deeply about belief, logic, and evidence. Philosophy's purpose is not to destroy faith, but to refine it, to help us understand what we believe and why. In the end, whether one accepts or rejects these arguments, the journey of questioning itself leads to greater wisdom. Because sometimes the search for truth is more important than the conclusion we reach.